Happy Sunday, guys. God bless. Well, it's been raining a lot, and I'm gonna beat the rain, I hope. Otherwise, we're gonna get wet because we have, look at the clouds. It's not sunny. So I don't have a greenhouse. I have a very green patio, which is very green. But that's okay because you know what? Orchids love all of the humidity that the pool brings. And of course, a pool is a greatest investment we ever did. More than 20 years now. And who would ever thought this is going to be my orchid oasis? It is. It has become my orchid oasis. And so I come back here just to de-stress after a crazy busy day. Cheers. We're having Aperols because we love Aperols on Sunday mornings. And yeah, this is kind of like our brunch. So we get to come out here and work, and then we get to come out here and, do some maintenance to take care of the plants because plants require a lot of work, especially when you have a large collection. So today I'm orchidized out. You might notice I have a lot of my things because it's kind of hard to take you into like all of my jewelry and stuff. And so if I see like something that has inspired me, whether it's color, whether it's shape, whether it's the flower itself, I'll kind of show you. So yeah, I'm orchidized out. I love wearing orchids. I love the flower. I love it being around me. And this is where the obsession began. So I think orchid lover Papi told you that we did a pin in his name. So I am going to show you that. Why we did this is because, first of all, I love a strong guy. And I'm always busting his chops about working out because he has nice muscles. Now we got to work on the tummy. But anyways, oh, that's the rain. It's coming. We got notified that the rain's coming. So I got to fast forward. So we just wanted to, I'm always calling him babe. I'm always calling him papito. I'm always, obviously, he's my orchid taker. And we wanted to do a pin. I wanted to do a pin. My daughter wanted to do a pin in his name because he works so hard at my orchids. So we did one that was Orchid Papi, of course, because I'm Latin. Of course, Latin people, papito. Anyways, Orchid Papi. And then, of course, I did an Orchid Daddy because we speak English a lot, too. Anyways, no discrimination there. I don't have French. I'm so sorry. But I do have Orchid Daddy in English. And then he's wearing the one that says Orchid Papi in Spanish. And what I did was I did a yellow fowl and then like a lavender and then a purple one. Kind of like I wanted it to be fuchsia. It came out a little more purple than what I wanted. But this is the pin. You could see it a little bit close up. I'm going to take a sip of my Aperol while you look. And the back of it, it's like a graphite color. And the pin is secured back here. Let me just show you. And I'll put it on even though I'm not Orchid Daddy, I'm Orchid Mama. So you squeeze the back of it. Now we registered the company. So it will be now, this will be their 3rd year. So we definitely registered the company. We did a trademark and then we did registration of our company. Whoop, whoop. That was like a little more than a year ago. Just to protect ourselves and our brand. I have orchids everywhere. So we'll just start looking at orchids. And if I see something that probably looks a lot like what I'm wearing, I'll let you know. I have my little visors. They're on sale. You could get these. They're on clearance right now for $10. So you can grab a few. They're great for gardening. Yeah. So let me get my Aperol. And so I did some Phalaenopsis and some Hoyas here on this little track here. And since I've been getting a lot of rain, a lot of these sheaths would turn black definitely in the rain. So these are some flowers that are coming. I'll show you some sheaths, and when they open, I'll show you. I have some sheath here in the back. And then this is one of the ones that I bought when I did the RNF sale. I was a vendor there. Thank you, Michael. My flower is called Raiconleila Catalea Chan Praia Gold. Yeah, it's like a weird long name. But what I loved about it was that it was just beautiful and actually had a beautiful yellow. So I got a cluster this time, but I fell in love with just one flower in itself. I think probably you could see I've done a few Cattleya golf charms. Um, this is not an exact match, but it is my inspiration for doing orchid charms. These orchid charms are hat markers. People put them on their hat, and this actually marks the ball. So if you're out golfing, I'll give you an example of what this looks like. You would basically put it on your hat as a clip-on, right? And of course, I don't like to put them on the visor because the visor is very thin, but I do like to put them on the baseball cap. And then this actually marks the ball. So when you're trying to fight basically against another couple people with golf, and you could say, well, that was my ball, and you could pick it up after you finish golfing. This is just really pretty. And also, it could be a marker for your actual pots. If you want to, put it on your pots, you can also decorate your pots with it. It just reminds me, this is a color yellow Cattleya, right? So that's just it. I love orchids. I love them everywhere. Yeah, on me, on my pots, everywhere. You name it. This is a gorgeous Phalaenopsis that I got at Kroll. Is it starting to rain? Lovely. We didn't beat it. And this is a Phalaenopsis. She's still in flower. Oh, wow. Let me see. What is her name? Yeah, the rain beat us, honey. For sure. And that's okay. This is the Jarrow Ruby. She's great, man. Let me tell you, she's been flowering so many times. Look at this. She's going to come and give me another bud there. Very, very cute. I did a Phalaenopsis. Now, again, this is not the shape of the novelty, but this is one of my rings that I'm showing you here. This is a double. I call this a soulmate. So this is a bud, and then these are two Phalaenopsis. Look at that lip, how gorgeous it is. You guys love this. And then I did this. You can adjust it. It's a little adjustable, so you can open this here, make it bigger, or you can make it smaller. Not too small. This is like a size 7. I like to put this on my index preferably. But you see, I have this also in silver. So this is where I get a lot of my inspiration. The buds. See how the buds are here. So I always like to highlight, buds are important, right? We get excited for buds just like we get excited for roots. I should just do one that has roots. And these are my foul rings. These are 2 new rings that we recently just launched. So you'll see them in the shows. And then, yeah, let me see what else I have. I had to bring my dashiki over here because I had a lot of blooms coming out. For those of you who know, I love dashikias. These are so cute little flowers. Wow, looks like Papi is almost needing a refill. And this is the rain, guys. This is welcome to humidity. Welcome to definitely South Florida. It's a lot of rain here. Not getting wet right now, so I have some orchids that are not getting wet, but as you can see, the rest of my whole garden is getting sprinkled. It's getting all of that misting because of course the screen doesn't do like full throttle rain. It gives you sprinkles, and yes, and it definitely is making my vandas bloom. So if you notice over there by my jacuzzi, I have a bunch of my vandas that they're in bloom. You could zoom in there because I'm not gonna go get wet, but otherwise I will show you next time when it stops. You can see it. I have some ascacindas in there. I have some Rikon styluses. I have some Vandas. I have Macaras. Hello, rain. I hope that it's just like a little cloud so I could show you some more stuff. Over here, I have some Vandas. These are some of my really nice, Vandas from Moats and from RNF. I have them all here. I have a Vanda Stylus, is it? Vanda Stylus? She's over there. A Neo Stylus, that's also there. I also have the Brassavola Nodosa over there, that she's in bloom. I have my epidendrums, which are hot pink, because I love the hot pink color. They're about to go swimming in my pool. Look at those roots. They want to come and touch the pool. And it's just a beautiful sight, because you know what? You're in the pool and you get to enjoy the blooms of the flowers around you. I feel like I'm in a tropical hotel. And this is just the ambience that I've created with my hubby. So you can enjoy some of these nice pink blooms here. I have a really nice brown with fuchsia. I have like a gray purple up there. I have a nice purple Ascacinda down there. Are we gonna get wet if we go over here? Okay. You come this way. So I'll give you some little view of what this looks like when it starts raining. So over here to this side here, I have like my monster. That's the pigeon orchid. Okay, for those of you who know, she blooms every time that there is some sort of like a rain or a misting of some sort. Even the hubby has kind of like faked the rain with the hose. So funny, just to make her spike. And it worked one time actually. And this will turn all white. So this is kind of like a head, like Medusa. I wanted to create like a head. Okay. And we have some beautiful Cattleya here that's blooming here. I think that's Ken Booth. Ken Booth, if I'm not mistaken. I have her tag there. I'll tell you later what her name is. And then I have Coco Chanel from RNF that's still in bloom. And I have a beautiful red Cattleya that's just like a beautiful mixed with Schomburgkia. You could see because it has some clusters. And that's all beautiful. I have my rock and roll over there, my Vanda. I have a lot of Vandas right now. They're coming into bloom and it's because of all of this rain. So, well guys, listen, it's now getting a little bit stormy with the rain and I'm getting wet and I don't want to get sick. But I'll try to video a little bit later, okay? Bye for now.